but hit them when they're doing something that you don't like, and then you associate that with a look, then they know, like, hey, look, I'm looking at you right now. I hope you remember that time I whooped your ass, you know? So, stop.
Jamie always does that to her son.
Yeah.
So hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And at the end of every video, we are doing a shout out. So if you want a shout out, please comment on our videos. Sorry we've been MIA. We just had a lot of things going on lately, so we've just been very busy. But don't worry, we have some news coming soon, next month. We are doing a little well, I'm gonna do a little journey on getting my tubes tied. We're gonna get into that subject later in our next video. But today we are doing who's most likely to. Yeah. We're gonna see.
Alright, so we printed out a whole bunch of questions from the internet, and we're gonna go through them, whichever ones are kind of relevant to either one of us, or we'll just pretty much, you know, point at each other and say who's most likely to do whatever thing. And I think that we might just skip over some of them depending on how relevant they are or not.
Okay, so the first one, who's most likely to forget a loved one's birthday?
Would you?
I think you would. Because there's so many of us already.
I think she would. Because she has so much family. Like, it's hard to like
keep up.
Like, keep up with like whose kid's birthday, something, because, you know, like, everyone's having a kid, you know, so it's hard to remember like who's you know, what's the kid's birthday, or whose birthday is this. Like, she has a big family, so it's hard to keep up with it.
Next question.
Okay. Next one is who's most likely to forget an important event?
I think Jamie would, because like if you tell him like a few weeks before it actually is, he won't remember. And then when the day actually comes, like I would be like, do you remember we were supposed to go to this thing? And then he'd be like, no. And I'm like, yes, remember I told you like 2 weeks ago. And he'd be like, da 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 da. Ain't nobody gonna remember that. So I know Jamie's gonna.
I would probably be most likely to forget an important event, and it's just because like if I don't write it down, I don't remember sometimes.
Okay, who's most likely to forget people's names?
I will definitely say me for that one, because I'm good with faces but not good with names.
The next one.
Alright, who's most likely to forget their spouse's birthday?
I
think we
wouldn't, because
we
first of all, like our wedding, we got married on his birthday, so I wouldn't forget, because it's like it's our anniversary and it's his birthday, so
that was a slick way for me to remember.
Okay, next one. Who's most likely to forget where they parked their car? I think I have, where we both went somewhere together, and I would walk to someone else's car. Like even here, like there used to be our neighbor, and he used to park right next to us. I used to always go to his car, and Jamie would just laugh at me. He'd be like, "What are you doing?" I'd be like, "Open up the door already." And then he'd be like, "That's not even our car." And I'd be like, "Oh snap." Even sometimes Jamie forgets, so not only me.
I mean, I forget too. That would be me as well, because I would just wake up and come outside and just like look for my car in one spot that I thought I parked in, and be all the way at the end of the parking spaces. So yeah, that would be for both of us. Okay. Who's most likely to get punched in the face?
I think Jamie would, because Jamie says the most dumbest
I'm an
things.
asshole. I mean,
Yes, so like, I just think that like Jamie, like in general, like I tell Jamie to like slow down with what he says, cause like sometimes he says something without thinking about it, and then like something like I always tell Jamie, one day someone's gonna punch you straight in your face just saying it at the wrong
see,
time.
my problem is like, you know, you can't always get along with everybody, and there's a lot of like, crazy people out there, and especially when you're driving, and you have your kids in the car, and people are doing crazy stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the type of person that, you know, I get mad, and then I wouldn't say road rage, but you know, I would say I speed just a bit, and it's just because it makes me angry, and yeah, I get not to say I have anger issues, but I kind of have anger issues. So I kind of am. I get mad easily. So I do say things out of impulse, and then sometimes, you know, that could cause problems.
Okay, we're gonna skip through some of these because like it's a lot. So we're just gonna go into something. Who's most likely to get pissed and say something regretful?
I would. I would, and she would too, because
I would too.
she's very insensitive. You know what I'm saying? In a marriage, I mean, you know, I would say women generally like go for the most hurtful things to say.
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah. I mean, not that men don't. It's just women. Women are way more. They can use words way more. Um, I don't know, way better to insult, I guess, or way better to offend than men can.
Okay, next one.
All right.
You could choose any of these.
Let me see. Who's most likely to be a strict parent? And I would say me for that. I'm pretty strict. Partially because I got my ass whooped as a kid, so you know, it teaches you a lot, and it teaches you that, you know, like if you hit your kids, and it's not hit them for any reason, but hit them when they're doing something that you don't like, and then you associate that with a look, then they know, like, hey, look, I'm looking at you right now. I hope you remember that time I whooped your ass, you know? So, stop.
Jamie always does that to her son. Yeah. So our son gets like, he's not like, he knows like when Jamie's being serious, because Jamie would just give him this look, and then our son would just put his head down. Like, he knows. Okay, next one. Who's most likely to remain asleep while the alarm is blaring? Jamie would.
Me, I'm a deep sleeper.
Jamie could sleep through anything. The thunder, the lightning, a tornado, if it happens. Like, he just sleeps through anything.
I mean, I would say her too.
Sometimes. And
because like I would come from work, and we have two locks. The one I have a key for, and the one that you can like just physically lock from the inside. And I knock on this door for like a solid hour and a half, and this girl would still be sleeping in the room. So I would have to like go around and knock on the window for her.
He wouldn't knock. Like, he would bang on the window. He'd be like, "Charlie, open the door."
I punch the door. I kick the door. I like knock on the window next to the door. But you know, she just doesn't get up, so I had to go all the way around to the bedroom window to knock on the door. I mean, not knock on the door. Knock on the window.
Next one.
I'll knock on the door.
Okay.
I'm done. Okay. Who is most likely to remain calm during a storm?
Jamie would. So let me tell you this story. We were living on post, and the power went out, and it was like the first time I ever came to the United States. Don't think that I'm an immigrant or anything, but I am from Guam. To most of you that don't know where Guam is, well, we're a U.S. territory. So the first time we came here, and the power went out, and I was making something in the microwave because like I was hungry, and it was like late at night, right? It was something like that. It was like late at night. Mm-hmm. And it was just went pitch black. Like you don't hear nothing, and then like I was so scared. I was like, Jamie, and then Jamie like came running out. He's like, what's wrong? I was like, I'm so scared. And then like he had to like guide me to the room.
Given this is before we had kids and everything, like she was by herself in the kitchen, and I was all the way in the room, and the lights just went out, and I'm like all I heard was my name from like across the apartment, and I'm like, what? And so like I literally like walked as fast as I could to her, just so she wouldn't feel like, you know, scared.
It was scary. It's scary.
And literally it was nighttime and all the lights went off. We didn't have anything on, so I mean we didn't have like candles or anything like that, so it was dark.
Yeah. Next one. Who's most likely to be so awkward around in-laws? I think I would, because my in-laws, they speak Spanish. So, like, they don't really know English that well. So, it's kind of awkward for me for when Jamie calls his mom and then, like, they talk in Spanish because, like, I don't know Spanish like that. And so, like, it's just, like, awkward for me. Like, she says hi to me, but then, like, she tends to, like, try to speak to me in Spanish. And I don't know. And she always asks me if I'm going to learn Spanish. I'm like, no. How about you?
I mean, I try to teach her Spanish. You know, it's hard to teach a stubborn Spanish, you know, it's hard. She's one of those people that she's like, oh, I don't want to say it more than once. Okay, then you're not going to learn. So, I mean, I just left it at that. If you don't want to, like, say things more than once to learn how you're supposed to pronounce it, then, you know, just stop.
Are you?
Am I what?
Most awkward?
No, I'm not awkward around your family. It's just I don't know. I mean, every time you meet a new family member, you're like, you know, you just chill. Like, you know, you gotta. Yeah, I don't really speak. I just let them speak, and then, you know, I kind of like find my way into a conversation and stuff. So.
You can choose any of these.
Who's most likely to break a phone screen? I mean, her 100 times over. She's not good. I mean, she's good with computers and stuff like that. She's good at all that online stuff, social media and everything. But she has, I don't know, she has a problem with electronics in terms of like destroying them.
Well, Jamie makes me mad to the point where like I tell him to stop and then he overdoes it, and like he just keeps doing it to where like I just throw him something that's in my hand.
Check this out.
So no, let me tell it. So this on base. So I needed to use the restroom, and Jamie kept pushing me back into the room to like throw me on the bed, and I really needed to use the restroom. So I took the lotion bottle and I threw it to his TV that was from Korea, and like it cracked. And then like I told Jamie about it. Jamie didn't believe me until he turned on the TV, and he was so mad. I'm like, that's what you get, because I kept asking you to use the restroom. You kept pushing me.
Look. She could have threw that lotion bottle anywhere but at my TV.
It was the closest thing I could have thrown it to.
Anyways, yes. You know, I was not being the nicest person and letting her use the bathroom when she needed to. But, I mean, you don't gotta destroy a TV. That's forever. Like, she could have threw it at me or at something else. Like, you know, not at an electronic that costs money.
Okay, who is most likely to use the kids as an excuse to get out of a commitment? Like
her. Oh my gosh. She always uses the kids to get out of stuff.
Like, if Jamie wants to go somewhere that I don't want to
go. The kids just want to sleep. I just got him to bed.
Like, Jamie, like...
he's tired. Or, I don't want to go because I've been watching the kids all day or something. It'll always be an excuse about the kids.
Because, like, Jamie would want to go to... Like, Jamie would let me go to Walmart with myself. And, like, when I, like... I would ask him to go with me, and he would be like, no, just go by yourself, you know how to drive. So I'm like, okay. So whenever he asks me to go with him, I'm like, no, just go by yourself. And then he would nag, and he'd be like, come on, what if I get kidnapped by this fat woman? I'm like, ain't no way. I was like, who's gonna get you to kidnap you? Ain't no way gonna
next one, who would forget groceries?
Jamie would. I would tell him to go to the store to get... I'll text him a list. I'd be like, get baby water, get baby diapers, get Jake milk, get Jake this, and that is it. And then he'll be coming home with like mad bags of shit. He'll be calling me like, Keani, can you open up the door? Can you come help me taking all these groceries? I'm like, what groceries? I just asked you to get water, milk, and diapers for the kids. And he'd be coming home with like other stuff. I'm like, this wasn't on the list. And then I'd be like, Jamie, what happened to this? And he'd be like, oh, I forgot.
Anyways, Yeah, sometimes I forget.
Okay, who's most likely to indulge in late night snacking?
Me.
Jamie would,
Me.
cause
I
Jamie,
eat so much. I
yeah.
mean, shh.
I think no. Let's say that we both would, cause like sometimes I would too. I'd be like, I would wake up Jamie. I'd be like, Jamie, I'm hungry, and he'd be like, okay, so what do you want to eat? I'm like, can we go outside to the kitchen and make this? And he'd be like, yeah, let's go. And then sometimes it'd be Jamie would be like, babe, let's go get some ice cream. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I'm very much like a late night snacker. Like I love Rocky Road ice cream. I love to
Okay.
eat
Oh
pizza
yes,
and Chinese
pizza.
and chocolate of any type, like Hershey Kisses or like Kit Kats or something. Like I'm all over that. If like I have a problem because if I'm bored, I eat, and sometimes I just don't feel like sleeping. I get bored, and then I just go to the kitchen and get snack and eat.
Okay. I guess that's it for our questions today. If you guys like any of these questions, I did find them on Google, so you can look them up. There's I chose the one that had like 500 something questions, most likely questions. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'd like to give a shout out to my sister Ria. Thanks for commenting on my video, always liking and sharing.